By creating a level editor that feels more like a game than a tool, Nintendo brought game design to the masses. Making Super Mario levels isn't just fun, it's educational. Spend a significant amount of time with Super Mario Maker, and you'll never look at Mario or other games the same way again. Here's how the Super Mario Maker series is changing gaming on the sly. Super Mario Bros. Didn't become an instant classic by accident. More than 3 decades after its debut, the NES's signature platformer remains one of the best designed games of all time. Super Mario Maker showed people why. Anyone who has any interest in game design has probably studied Super Mario Bros.' iconic first stage and analyzed how the level teaches players how Mario works. With Super Mario Maker, they could put what they learned into practice and then see how well they picked it up. Super Mario Maker tells you where players are having trouble in your stage. Other players can leave comments too, telling you what they liked about your level and, more importantly, what they didn't. Editing your level to address those problems isn't just a good idea, it's a perfect introduction to iterative design process that forms the backbone of modern game development. Super Mario Maker isn't the first game to focus on level creation. Players have been able to create their own platforming stages since at least the early 80s, when Load Runner arrived on home PCs. Level editing tools are a large part of Doom's ongoing popularity, while PlayStation titles like Little Big Planet caught the user-generated content train years before Nintendo hopped on board. But none of those games have that signature Nintendo flair. Super Mario Maker isn't fun just because you can make Mario levels. It's fun because the level editor is both intuitive and flexible, and because it's full of small touches that make level editing feel like a game itself. It's a new take on level editors, and other games are starting to catch on. The most recent Load Runner title takes some cues from Mario Maker, as do some fan-made and indie games. Let's hope that others follow suit. Creation is satisfying on its own, but Super Mario Maker takes game design to a whole new, well, level. Before Super Mario, Kaizo Mario World was a domain of hardcore fans only. The Super Mario World hack arrived on the internet in 2007, and quickly rose to fame through a series of oddly hilarious YouTube videos that show one of the hack's creators' friends trying and failing to master the game. Super Mario World itself is fairly gentle. Kaizo Mario World is specifically designed to drive players crazy. In order to beat Kaizo Mario World, you'll need to memorize whole stages, master advanced techniques, and execute every move with perfect timing. Kaizo Mario World and its ilk had niche appeal for years. Then Super Mario Maker happened. Suddenly, Kaizo-inspired levels were everywhere. Now, even casual Mario fans know about techniques such as P-switch jumps. Streamers have built massive audiences by creating nigh-impossible Mario levels and then trying to beat them. As a result, Mario's image has changed. Nintendo's plucky plumber looks cute and cuddly, but he has an edge. It just took Super Mario Maker to find it. The Mario series has dabbled in competitive multiplayer before, but it took Super Mario Maker to turn the world's preeminent platformer into a bona fide esport. In 2015, Nintendo capped off its World Championships tournament with a race through a series of Super Mario Maker levels, and it worked surprisingly well. Nintendo must have agreed, because it's going all in on competitive Super Mario Maker for the sequel. Not only does Super Mario Maker 2 include races through user-made levels as one of its primary multiplayer modes, but Nintendo's E3 2019 festivities included the Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational. During the contest, which takes place alongside esports-friendly games like Splatoon 2 and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 4 top-tier Mario Maker players will duke it out in a 3-round competition. Don't be surprised if that's the beginning of a trend. Super Mario Maker competitions are fun to watch, and with any luck, they're here to stay. When fans got their hands on Super Mario Maker, everything changed. Suddenly, Super Mario Bros. Could be a shoot-'em-up. It could be a musical instrument, it could be an auto-playing Rube Goldberg machine, or even a turn-based RPG, complete with a battle system and dialogue-spouting NPCs. It looks like Nintendo got the message. The Super Mario Maker 2 trailer features some of the Mario Maker community's most popular creations, and we wouldn't be surprised to see that kind of creativity resurface in the next official Mario game. Super Mario Maker taught fans how to make their own Mario levels, but the game's biggest impact might have been showing Nintendo just how versatile their mascot really is.
Miyamoto, you are a god.
Face it, Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto isn't going to live forever. On the plus side, the next wave of game designers is already at work, and we have Super Mario Maker to thank. It isn't just for grizzled Mario vets, kids like it too. And while they play, they're learning how to make games, even if they don't realize it. Some groups have taken this idea to its natural conclusion, like the San Francisco Public Library, which held special Mario Maker classes to teach kids about software development. Nintendo even sent official representatives to the library to give the little tykes some help. Nintendo's Kit Ellis told GameSpot, "We're aware of the trend of coding as a thing that's being folded into a lot of curriculum. We saw some similarities in that. A lot of people are learning coding and being able to make games. It's too early for these budding game designers to enter the workforce, but it's easy to imagine some of them graduating to platforms like Roblox and then to Unreal, and other fully fledged game engines. After all, once you're bitten by the game design bug, it's hard to stop." In 2006, Nintendo released a new Super Mario Bros. On the DS, resurrecting the 2D platformers that made Mario a star. It was a big deal. From then on out, Nintendo released a new Super Mario Bros. Game every few years. After Super Mario Maker hit, however, nothing. From a certain perspective, that makes sense. Thanks to Super Mario Maker, there are millions of Mario levels out in the wild. You could play Mario every day for the rest of your life and you still wouldn't finish them all. As a result, the future of video gaming's most famous character is no longer in Nintendo's hands. It belongs to the players. Nintendo isn't giving up on 2D Mario entirely. Super Mario Maker 2 has a story mode filled with over 100 Nintendo-made levels, but the power has shifted. Fans made Mario who he is. It's only right that they decide who he becomes. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more SVG videos about your favorite games are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.